All right, folks, good afternoon once again. Really happy to be back. We took a break we took an unusual break, if you will, because typically we have segment 1, 2, and 3, three shows that we do here on Wednesdays. But today we aired the midday report of Bloomberg, and we did that because on segment number 2, we have some very important announcement. This is going to be a very big week for us. In terms of our growth and development, in the hallmarking of a milestone, if you will, of the Callaloo network. We're an Alliance Media network, and when we say Alliance Media, we are content producer, or we've been content producer for 15 years, and bringing you, we were pioneers, if you will, on the live streaming front, bringing all kinds of live streaming events, concerts, carnivals, festivals, you name it, and of course live broadcasting as well. And so we've done that as content producer for 15 years, partnering with like WSDX Radio, one of the oldest radio stations in the territory. I think the second oldest in the territory, broadcasting throughout the immediate Caribbean, British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and the rest of the neighboring islands. And we have been, when I started broadcasting, I think it's around 2005. I started broadcasting, not live streaming, but on radio. And that show was called Money Talk. Money Talk was, it was an incredible journey for me, obviously, because it was the genesis, if you will, of my introduction to broadcasting. Never did it before, not formally trained, but I got thrust into that space and had to learn on my own. Started out with terrestrial radio broadcasting, and through just the evolution, if you will, of technology, transformation of technology, and we're seeing that taking place on a rapid pace, universally on all industries, all sectors of life, and certainly media is no exception to that. And so the evolution of my broadcasting tenure journey has brought us to the creation of the Callaloo Alliance Media Network. And today we are a full-blown, if you will, broadcaster on multiple fronts in terms of mixed media. And we are going to share with you some important developments, some important news as to where we are today, and how we looking at the future, as we look forward to the future, where we see the future, and how we are going to, do our part to help provide and enable everyone to have the necessary information, the tools and the resources in order for them to, improve their ability to deliver, whether it's a message to the market, those who are entrepreneurs, businesses, organizations, institutions, that we are going to do our part from a technological, from a communication standpoint. These are very exciting times. And so today we're going to take a deep dive as to, how we got here and where we are and where we go from here. So I'm really excited. I want to thank my colleague, Michael, for being part of the program. Michael, how are you doing today, my friend?
Doing well. Really, really, really good. Can't complain, and I'm very excited to share the news.
Wait. Hold.
What?
Wait. Stop the press. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, dear Michael. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. Now better. I told you earlier on the phone, man, you could literally be a singer. Multi-talented. This is amazing.
Thank you. I won't quit my day job, but thank you anyway.
No, that's good, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm really
trying to have a slow day, somewhat of a slow day today. So,
I feel really honored and that you are sharing this broadcast with me today. It is groundbreaking. It is truly historical because the grind, it has been an incredible journey, an incredible grind, and it hasn't stopped. It doesn't stop, and I'm just excited about the future prospects, my friend.
Yeah. No, I agree, and I think it was the perfect day. Things just aligned.
Yeah.
So
on your birthday.
On my birthday. Yeah.
So what you got planned, man? What you got planned?
Nothing much. It's still a work day for the most part for me. So just kind of still trying to kind of find some free time here and there. Dinner later, party hopefully this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
and I've hung out with you, so I know. I'm gonna be a fly on the wall when I'm gonna be the fly on the wall.
Just doing a little thing.
Yeah, I know, man. I love you, full of life, man. And I love your free spirit. Great stuff, man. Great stuff.
Yeah.
So what do you like? 18 now? What are you, 18?
Yeah, I'm 19 years old. So 1 year off.
Oh gosh, man. But anyway, so right now as we speak, let me invite those that are watching, particularly those that are listening, because one of the things that I did early on, and speaking of from the inception and the genesis of really what was the springboard and the catalyst for what is Callaloo today. And so when we talk about, people used to look at me, radio broadcasters who've been in terrestrial radio, and during the early stage of live video streaming. Imagine, if you will, you're at a radio, and I'm at a radio station right now, but it's not only a radio station, but it's also my studio, television studio as well, right? This is where I broadcast from. But imagine, if you will, 15 years ago, almost 20 years ago, right? You're at a radio station, and most people, you ever hear the saying, well, you got a face for radio, right? You know what that means, right? When you have a face for radio, that means nobody sees you. So therefore, you got a face for radio. And so all the radio guys would look at me like, what is he doing? What's all this gadget? What's all this computer and camera he has going on there? What do you think? What does he think this is? For crying out loud, this is radio. Why is he trying to retool and reshape and change radio, right? They used to look at me and they thought it was just, me just, what is this guy doing? And little that they know that we're at that stage of the game where technology is today and how transformative and disruptive technology is, right? This segment is called Tech Talk, right? Where we focus on technology and e-commerce. And, if it wasn't for technology, as you know, my friend, that we would be in a world of trouble in this pandemic without technology. Oh, yeah. You know that, and I know that. And I don't know if you want to offer anything on that before I continue on my soapbox here, but, do you agree, disagree?
No, I definitely agree. We don't have to go any further. Just look at history when we've had, pandemics that hasn't been a global pandemic. It was probably just in region or in one or two countries. And we kind of seen what happens, right? And with this, now we have technology to disseminate information. Things as simple as, if you steam over a pot of water, right? Something that simple, it would be, 10 times harder to get that information out to as many people as possible. And here's the thing, that's something that would help you today. And everyone has a pot, everyone has water. That's something that's helpful. But before, you would have, unfortunately, a lot more deaths, a lot more people at the hospitals, people sick, because the information wasn't able to get out there as freely and as easily. So there's no doubt about it. And I think if someone has a doubt, then I don't know where they've been.
Well, listen. Just the other day, right? The space race is on, right? And when we say space race, we're talking about civilian, commercials, space flight. Everybody thinks of tourism as, here on planet Earth, right? Flying from one landmass to the next.
Yep.
The next evolution in this process is all the billionaires, the Elon Musk, the Sir Charles Bronson, Richard Branson. You have Jeff Bezos. The 3 billionaires are now racing to see who is going to dominate, if you will, or going to get ahead of space travel for the general public. And kudos to all of them, because all of them literally within several weeks.
Years?
No, I'm saying this is when they launched. SpaceX was just a couple days ago. It was I think it was first it was Sir Richard Branson and his Virgin Galactic project. Then it was Jeff Bezos. With his what is his program called again? Blue Origin. And then now Elon Musk. And so therefore you had the first NASA or non-astronaut who piloted a black female pilot who piloted SpaceX, and they orbited in space, around the world. 3 days.
That's amazing.
You understand what I'm saying? So you see where we're going with all this, and clearly, Elon Musk is also trying to provide satellite internet connection. Obviously, Hughes internet, or so Hughes, what is it? Hughes satellite has been in that space, but Elon Musk is trying to provide internet connection to the most remote part of the world, where you don't have the infrastructure, you don't have the communication connectivity. But he is basically said that he's ready to get out of beta and to now commercially launch his Starlink internet satellite connection. What do you say about that?
Well, there's a lot to say, right? So if you even think about the Caribbean and how a lot of these telecom companies have done business, now, I'm wondering what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen to,
they're going to have to step their game up. They're going to have to step the game up. That's what they're going to have to do.
Man, I saw a video that was an hour long, probably 2 months ago, about this guy who just got this test unit, and the speeds were just ridiculous, man. They were insane. And he was out in a farm in the middle of somewhere, I don't even know, right? So it's life-changing, man. Think about people in Africa, certain parts of the Caribbean, who currently don't have access to the internet, or at least, high-speed internet. Think about what's going to happen. There's going to be an explosion of ideas, of innovation, of technology, of businesses, because, there's billions of people that are now going to be able to engage and learn from each other, right? That's just, man, we're living in 2069 right now.
Here's why this is so important. When you have a region like the Caribbean, right? You have CARICOM, right? The Caribbean community, and within the archipelago of the chain of islands, you have around maybe 35 islands, maybe 40 islands. And you have roughly maybe 35, 40 million people in the Caribbean region, right? And a lot of these islands are like the BVI. The BVI, there's only 25,000 people, 25, 30,000 people in the BVI. Yep. That is such an obscure number in the larger scheme of things. You can't even begin to talk about an economy of scale on any significant level. And I'm not picking on the BVI. I don't want people to think that. I'm trying to sort of put things in perspective that, you know, we would, without technology literally equalizes anyone. It doesn't matter if you're on 82 square miles with 20, 30, or 100,000 people, or you have 1.1 billion people like China and India, or collectively like the Caribbean and the Latin America and the Caribbean. In the Americas, North America, you have over 1 billion people, right? That's economy of scale, right? And so that's how you're able to pretty much create price competitiveness when you have numbers. When you don't have numbers, you pretty much you're in a pickle, because you just don't have the population to really get the best buying or purchasing power, because you just don't have you don't have the mass. You don't have the critical mass. You see what I'm saying? And so technology will make it possible for the region of the Caribbean to, if we have the best and the brightest and talented human capital, and you take the brain thrust and you develop a workforce that is knowledge based, right? If you develop a workforce and you train, you educate and you train your workforce, it's no longer about, well, do we have a lime tree to depend on, right? It ain't about, you know, having the conventional manufacturing, whether it's heavy or light manufacturing. No, we now are able to educate and develop the workforce development for the residents of the U.S. Virgin Islands, for the British Virgin Islands, and all of the other islands. We are in a position to train them, where companies will now hire the workers remotely, virtually, and these companies are not even here. Before, that was the old economy, right? The Industrial Revolution. That was what the old economy model was about. You needed to be able to have the ability to be able to set up operations, set up your plants and your manufacturing, assembly, operation. You don't need to do that anymore. Technology has literally changed all that. And so the real opportunity for the U.S. Virgin Islands, small island economies like the U.S. Virgin, like the British Virgin Islands and other Caribbean islands, is technology. Mm-hmm. And why? Because, believe it or not, I say this, and I will continue to make this point until the cow comes home, that how do you begin to justify an island of St. Croix being 82 square miles with 50,000 people, but the secret sauce to St. Croix is St. Croix has the second largest fiber optic network landing station in the world, second to New York. Little obscure St. Croix on Frederiksted St. Croix landing stage is the second largest fiber optic network in the world, second to New York. And the reason why South America, with 700 million people, the reason they have high speed is because of St. Croix. Yep. Isn't that just mind blowing? So if we can do that from an infrastructure standpoint, where obviously we have not leveraged it internally, but we've done that externally, right? Externally. Now, today's launch, and why this is important is because we now have the opportunity to tell the world the secret sauce we have. Callaloo Network and the official launch of our network TV, live streaming TV, which you can watch right now. So the conversation you're listening to right now. So let's say you are somewhere in your car, at home, in your office, and you listen to it. and you're in front of a computer, desktop, laptop, or your tablet or your phone. Okay. Here's your opportunity to get a sneak peek, a preview of what we're talking about. So you go to www.ourtv.network, www.ourtv.network. You will know you're on the right website if you see a rotating globe, the Earth rotating. That's us. Below that, you will see the television, the live television screen, and that is the pre-launch, because we're going to launch officially Sunday, September 26th. I'll get into detail of that, but this is your sneak peek to see what's happening. For example, so when you're watching cable and you're watching satellite, right? You're watching a regular program, no matter what it is, you have 500, 800 channels to choose from. Okay, that's called cable and satellite TV. The next big thing, if you will, is called connected TV. It's called cutting the cord. Okay, and the connected TV, the largest player in that space is Roku. The Roku channel or the Roku platform has over 50 million users, Roku devices in the United States. 50 million, I think it's 52 million to be exact, homes and individual users are watching television on their device, whether it's their smart TV or their smart device. What you take your pick. And so right now, if you go to our platform, we're live. We're giving you a sneak preview of that. And what it means, when you come and you're going to watch us, now that we're going to be on Roku, you can watch Netflix, you can watch Amazon, you can watch Hulu, you can watch all of the other streaming platforms where you normally go to watch a movie. So when you come to our Roku channel, and let's say you want to take a break and you want to watch a movie, you'll be able to go from us and select and type in whatever movie you want and watch whatever movie you want on Roku. It doesn't matter if you're using Netflix, if you're using Hulu, if you're using Amazon and all the other streaming platforms. Roku gives you access to watch movie on any of those platforms using that technology. And so we now, Kalaloo Network, we are going to launch officially our network TV on Sunday, September 26th, and you'll be able to then, if you have a Roku television or device, you'll be able to watch all our programming, whether it's regional, whether it's national, whether it's local, whether it's global. You'll be able to watch that.
That's beautiful. It's official. We're on Roku now.
It's really, I was telling my lady that I feel so emotional, but I didn't cry. I didn't shed any tears because, it's, in just being transparent, it's sacrificing the pain and the hard work and the suffering that it took to get here. It was not easy. 15 years, grinding this thing, and where I got to tell you, a lot of people, at some point didn't believe that it was going to last. Did not believe, they believe, this was a has-been, if you will. Kalaloo was a has-been. We were the first to bring live. We brought St. Croix Festival, St. Thomas Carnival, Atlanta Carnival, Miami Carnival. We were the first to bring it live to the world, stream video. Kalaloo was the first to bring Carnival live to the world on the internet. So wow. We were the first. We were the groundbreakers. And so others, obviously, the space has gotten crowded because everybody now has a camera and everybody's can go live and do what they're doing, right? So the dynamics have changed. Now, we now have literally taken, we have in our library, our personal library, video library, and then our partner's video library. We're talking literally combined over 1,000 videos over 1,000 shows and episodes and things that we've done. So we got a lot of content that we're going to share. But most important, we now have an opportunity to position the Virgin Islands, St. Croix, in a very unique way, where no longer, people can say, well, we didn't know this, we didn't know that. Last week, as you know, was a historical, groundbreaking moment for the Caribbean and Africa. It was the first summit between Africa and CARICOM for the region to now work together to be able to now integrate and promote trade, commerce, culture, education, you name it, geopolitical interaction, interface, you name it. And they're not going to be able to do that, or they're going to be able to do that effectively, successfully, only through the means of technology.
Yeah. Technology makes it possible.
I've said a lot, and I want to be able to shut up for a second and have you ask me anything, because I want to before you respond. We partner, the Taste of St. Croix. They have successfully built a local event called Taste of St. Croix for 20 years. We partnered with them in April because of the pandemic and the restriction of in-person gathering, right? Where they normally have over 1,000 people at their main venue at Divi, doing the whole foodie thing, right? With the pandemic, they couldn't do that. And so what we did was we did a scaled down version of the Taste of St. Croix. So our Caribbean Food Network, CFN, partnered with Taste of St. Croix to create a virtual televised event and a limited in-person number of people at 3 different venues. And so come this Sunday, which is where we're going to do the official launch of the Callaloo Our Network TV platform on Sunday. That's going to be our official launch, while doing the celebrity food demonstration. So I don't know if you'll be in St. Croix, but so this Sunday we're going to do the celebrity food demonstration at the Buccaneer, and we partnered with the governor's office to help spread the word of the governor's mission and goal to reach herd immunity of 70%, at minimum 70%, in order to create herd immunity for us to return to some semblance of normalcy. And so we are now partnering with the governor's office to help facilitate and help to promote the vaccine message. And that's what's going to happen. And so we're going to use that opportunity also to do the official launch where people, if you obviously folks are not going to be able to attend, but if if you're not there, you'll be able to watch the food demonstration, celebrity chef food demonstration on Sunday.
Okay. And that's this Sunday, right?
This Sunday, correct. Yep.
Good. So I want you to repeat again, where can I find this information? The official announcement of the ROKU collaboration. Where can people find it?
So they can watch it now in real time. www.OURTV.network, not .com, .network. www.OURTV.network.
Great. Awesome. So now, what does this mean in general? What can the Virgin Islanders do to help you in this collaboration with ROKU?
Yeah. So what we're going to be able to do, and great question, we're now are going to be the Virgin Islands community will now have an opportunity to have whatever information that can be curated we'll be able to curate that information, and we'll be able to showcase all the best of what the Virgin Islands is about and what it has to offer, and the opportunities. It's about the narrative, right? Controlling the narrative, telling the story. While we have been accustomed for everybody else, all the major networks, when something goes bad, they control the narrative, right? We're relying on them for them to tell the world what's happened to us. We now have the opportunity to control that narrative. It doesn't matter whether or not the major networks are going to provide coverage. This platform is a global platform, and you literally I didn't say globally, just within the United States alone. I didn't say global, the rest of the world. The Roku TV and devices, there are 52 million users.
If I am in St. Kitts, do I have access to this?
Absolutely.
Or
it's global. It's global.
good.
It's like the internet. Does somebody in St. Kitts have access to the internet?
I think so, as far as I know.
So smart TV, right? Smart TV are like gigantic monitors, right? It's like your smart mobile device, whether it's a tablet or a smartphone. But a smart TV is this huge, gigantic monitor that you mount on your wall, and it literally uses Wi-Fi to pick up connection and to connect you to the internet.
Right. I'm just making sure that people know that no matter where they are, they can have access to it. So there's no excuse why not to jump on and support.
Right,
So
and that's a good question, because it's a good question, because the deal is, right. So for those who watch Roku, right, right now, the 52 million people that watch Roku, to find whatever they want, now that we're going to be on Roku, somebody can type in our Kalaloo or type in our TV, whatever they type in, or genre, categories. Let me say it that way. So you type in whatever category of entertainment you're looking for, we pop up. We're
a big player.
Exactly. And so the idea is, you don't have to know the name Kalaloo. You don't have to know the name Our TV. You type in whatever category of entertainment you're looking for, information you're looking for, people find us.
Got it. So I just want to be very specific, right? So there's two ways of interacting with the Roku system. There's the Roku TV aspect, and then there's the apps. How can I find this? Is it going to be within the Roku TV, I guess, environment, or is it going to be mostly on the general app?
No, there is the Roku TV. They would have their own TV. But if you have an LG TV, a Samsung TV, all of the big TV names that you know of, just think of a second. Just think of all of the TV manufacturers that you know. Okay? All of them carry Roku.
Yeah. All of them have a variation of Roku. Yeah.
Exactly. As long as you see, there's the Roku TV, right? That's designed. It's a Roku TV, and then the Roku device. So if you have the device, it doesn't matter who the manufacturer is. You can watch Roku on any television.
Right. Yeah. I have two Rokus at my house right now. I use Roku on a daily.
Okay.
That's why I know exactly how it works. I know there's the app section, and then there's the Roku TV. It's kind of like an app as well, that you click on, and then it has a bunch of free content, the free shows, lovely shows actually in there. So if you guys haven't, spent any time on there, I suggest it. Now you have a good reason to go in there. Is there going to be content specific things? Are you going to be providing slightly different content out there?
Oh yeah, you name it.
Okay.
You name it. Arts, culture, music, health issue, business, we're good, sports, you name it. Food. It's literally.
So this is really just an opportunity also for people that have events across the territory, right? To say, hey, I'm doing this. This is an amazing thing to showcase to the world. So why not put it out there, right?
And as you know, we partner. Our strategic partner, cable television partner, is Tempo, right? Tempo is on cable television, and they have their own app as well. And what this does, it just strengthen. And Frederick Morton Jr., attorney Frederick Morton Jr., he's from St. Croix, and he's the founder, chairman, CEO of Tempo. And so what this does, it creates a very formidable, greater alliance between Callaloo and Tempo. Then we have La Mega Mundial. La Mega Mundial is our Hispanic partner. You know, they're in 90 Latin markets. It strengthened that relationship, you know? And then we have in the New England area, in radio, we have our terrestrial partner, the Financial Exchange Radio Network. They're in 16 markets, within 15 markets in the New England area, and one in Palm Beach. And then we have our satellite partner, which my colleague is responsible for. So we've had it covered now. So literally, you'll be able to watch our program in satellite TV, on cable TV. Obviously, we're on radio, but now, you know, you'll be able to watch streaming 24/7 our programming. So right now, so for example, right? So let's say somebody is watching a program, right? And let's say we have an unscheduled event, breaking news, something is happening, right? Current event. Like you see on CNN and all the major news, when they interrupt a program for breaking news, that's what's going to happen to us, because if we have regular programming in rotation, right now, right, we're live, we'll be able to interrupt that regular programming and go live. We're going live right now. And so you and I are literally having a discussion, and you'll be able to, right now, people, all your friends around the world will be able to have a Roku television or device, will be able to see you and your show as a co-host on Tech Talk.
Yeah, it's amazing. So now that means that I can be sitting in my living room now. I don't have to go on my PC. I don't have to try to find a channel somewhere in the glossary of, you know, innovative or whatever cable you use, right? I don't have to go on my tablet. I can just sit on my couch and find
on your big screen TV.
And I know you have an 80-inch TV, so you don't have to say it. You know, don't rub it in. But right. You know, that's how you consume your content.
Okay. So even if you don't have a big flat screen smart TV, right? But you have to have a smart TV.
Or you don't. You can just get one of those dongles from Roku.
Right.
They literally cost like $30. I think you can find them used for $10.
Thank you for that. Thank you. So even if you don't have you don't want to go out and spend the money to get a smart TV, and you have a regular TV, flat screen TV, you have the device the adapter that will allow you to watch Roku as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah. As long as you have an HDMI connection and internet, you're fine. You're good to go.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful, man. Wow.
Yep. And the other good news, let's take a break. When we come back after this break, I'm going to drop the mic on the other side of the other big news. So
too much good news, man.
It's 15 years of just grinding. You hear me? Grinding, and people, kind of discounting you and counting you out, and just through perseverance and stick-to-itiveness, and just believing in, yourself, and believing in your ability, and just believing in your community. I could have gone a long time ago. I could have left and gone anywhere, but I stuck here. I stayed here, and it is refreshing to know the people of the Virgin Islands can say, here is an entity that was conceived, designed, developed, and built in the U.S. Virgin Islands, out of St. Croix. They can take ownership of that, to say it's like all of the big unicorn companies, technology unicorn companies, and Silicon Valley and Seattle are those are the places where these big companies are, like Facebook and Microsoft. that technology will now allow the Virgin Islands to be able to create these unicorns.
Yeah.
And so we have an opportunity through technology and communication to be as big as we want to be, as successful we want to be. And that's what we should be proud of.
And the good thing about the story is this is homegrown, right? Similar to what you mentioned, yes, those companies came from Silicon Valley, certain parts of the LA area, but they're in the US. These are US companies, and in the same regard, your company is a US Virgin Islands company. This is a BI company, and we should support and do our part. So have you done with us, right? Us in the entirety of the US Virgin Islands, and that support should be heard, it should be felt. And I think you have proved that we can do it, right? And you proved that people do support, people are looking forward to helping our fellow Virgin Islanders to help. And I commend you for that, for not giving up. And obviously you're going to share two big news today in just one day. So it definitely paid off.
Absolutely.
So kudos again.
Like I said, and for everybody, whether you're a Netflix user, a Hulu user, an Amazon, it doesn't matter what you're streaming, what you use, what service you use to watch a movie.
Yep.
When you're able to watch our programming, and at the same time, and you feel like watching a movie, all you got to do is type in whatever movie you want, and boom.
Yep. Or the other way around too.
Exactly. Right.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I find some terrible movies on Netflix.
Oh yeah. Hell, well, please. Retell it. Retell it.
Yeah. A boring Sunday afternoon, man. You just need to switch to something else.
Absolutely. All right. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to take a quick break, and when we come back, I'm going to break the other big news, because this one is very huge. For those of you that are in business, for those of you, all of the unsung heroes, the local mom and pops, the Main Street business, the startups, the entrepreneur. When we come back, this one is for you. We'll be right back after these messages. And let's see here. All right, folks, we'll be right back. right, folks, welcome back. And this is the Marketplace Show Reset. I'm Anthony Weeks alongside my colleague, Michael Gerard, founder and CEO of Core Finance, a Virgin Islander in St. Thomas. And he is too on the cutting edge. He is using technology to change the way financial literacy, how you manage your finance. Why don't you just give a little bit quickly, Michael, if you will, let people know who you are and what you're developing on the technology front.
Yeah, no, thank you. Founder and CEO of Core Finance, and what we aim to do is use cash flow analysis to help people become financially fit through something that we call virtual accounts. We believe in financial literacy first and managing your finance to become successful. A lot of times we tend to only see ourselves as how can I make a dime more? How can I make $1,000 more? But a lot of times we tend to lose the benefit of what we got in the first place. So I want to change that, especially in the African American community. It's something that is highly demanded, something that is needed, and that's what I'm bringing forward. Working with also a local team to bring that forward to our communities, first in the Virgin Islands and across the U.S.
Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And folks, if you see the spelling of Kalaloo, you see the 15 in the crest, and you see Kalaloo at the bottom, that is the original. That you still can, if you're familiar with that brand, if you're familiar with that domain, you can still use that domain and it will bring you right to the platform. So just as a little side note, if you see it there, don't get confused. It will take you to the same place. That's the original domain that started all of this. Kalaloo, KALALLOO.com. And I named it Kalaloo because I wanted a brand to be synonymous with the Caribbean. I didn't want to say Caribbean, but I wanted, when you say Kalaloo right away, you think of the Caribbean. You think of the rich history, the diversity, ethnicity, race. It's a melting pot, if you will. And so Kalaloo is just one big pepper pot mix up, and so that's where the branding came out when we created that. So I wanted to be able to share that. All right. So while we run out of time here, so at the beginning of the show, I said the future of work is going to be remote.
Yep.
Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Don't be intimidated by it. Don't be threatened by it. It is the future. It is so much the future. Back in 2010, Congress passed the Telecommute Act. If you don't believe me, Congress, which is law, of the millions of, I think it's 2 million federal employees, 600,000 federal employees work remotely. It's the law of the land. Okay? That was 2010. This is now in the thick of the pandemic, and we see how the pandemic has changed everything. So for those who are intimidated, threatened by technology, please don't. All you need to do is prepare yourself, train yourself.
Yep.
All of what I know about technology, broadcasting, nobody taught me. I taught myself. I learned everything on my own. It was painstaking, trial and error, but it took me 15 years, and I built this myself. Okay? So don't be threatened by it. Learn, educate yourself. Always be open to learning every opportunity you get, and that's what this is. So the future of work is remote work, where companies from the United States, from around the region, from around the world, will come to the Virgin Islands and hire qualified Virgin Islands to work for them remotely. A knowledge-based workforce. Number two, those businesses, Main Street businesses, local mom and pop, proprietor business, freelance professionals, minority business, small business, women-owned business, you name it. We started this journey in the pandemic to digitize every small business, local business that want the opportunity where never again they will be disabled or they will be handicapped or paralyzed from being able to operate. So we have the technology that will enable and afford every business that want to do transactional. You don't have to have a website. You can use social media. You can use wherever you are in line. We give you the tool to connect with whomever you want, whenever you want, and you're able to do a transaction with a potential buyer virtually and remotely with anyone. So I talked about workforce. Now I'm talking to all you business owners. So it doesn't matter anymore that you're local. It doesn't matter you're a local mom and pop. We do that. The next big news is, so we have partnered in the launching of our live TV and the launching of our Roku channel on Roku. We have also partnered with one of the largest, if not the largest, one of the largest digital television messaging companies. What does that mean? So if you've ever gone to, if you've ever been in a doctor's office, a waiting room, restaurant like Applebee's, Chili's, if you've been to the airport, you've been anywhere in an office, and you see they have their TV on, and most of them they have the news on, right? So what we'll have now, we have partnered with the company to create the Marketplace TV. And the Marketplace TV, which will be at no charge, it will be free to you. So every business, for every business that would like to be able to digitize their message, and whatever your product is, whatever your service is, you'll be able to have a television, okay? Some of you already have that, and if you don't, you go out and get it. But what we offer is not the television. We offer the technology, like earlier, like Mike said. So even if you don't have a smart TV and you have a regular TV, but as long as you have the adapter, you can watch Roku on TV. This is the same concept. So we're in a position to partner with every local business who want to be able to, when people come into their store or their shop or their place of business, and to be able to control and to be able to, tell whatever story you want to tell them, to be able to convey whatever message you want to convey to them. And even forget messaging. If let's say you don't have any message and all you have is you just simply want to entertain, we deliver on this platform, music video channels, okay? Lifestyle footage, digital signage, like I said, sophisticated signage to solution for your business to promote your websites, social channel, menus, special offers, and events, and more. You'll be able to watch college sports on this, okay? You'll be able to watch hilarious viral videos on the platform, okay? And so this is, when we talk about digitizing, creating a digital economy, this is what is the next opportunity to help these businesses to succeed, Michael. That's the next big opportunity in terms of what Callaloo is doing. So not only in terms of being able to watch as a consumer, but now as a business, we're now able to partner with these businesses, and we're going to they can now get the free device. The device is free to be able to put the content in every launch. I don't care what it is. Wherever you are, people are waiting. You're serving people, and you're waiting on them. You're able to entertain your customers while they're there experiencing your service, your product, whatever it is.
It's amazing. Is that, the business would need a TV to do that? Would they need a small monitor?
Yeah.
What would that look like?
Yeah, exactly. You have a TV. A lot of places they already have the TV because they're watching news, right? So a lot of places have TV already. Even if you don't have the TV and you go get one, we're not offering the TV. We're offering the technology to connect to any TV, to be able to customize whatever message you want and convey that to your customer as they come in and out of your business. Okay,
so as a customer walks in, they see that TV and they see whatever the presentation the business owner or the business wants the customer to see, right? So it may be, our specials this week, or we have the best special menus, or, we have brunch every Sunday, at 9 a.m. I don't know, right? Or it could just be,
Got it.
Our competitor next door sucks and we don't.
You got it.
Something as simple as that, right?
You got it. Advertise,
Right.
your website, where if they don't, if let's say that they can't make it in, but at least you can reinforce your website, let people know you can connect with us on the website, or your social media handling. We now digitize the whole customer experience as well for businesses.
Great. It's amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
And so that's the marketplace TV. And so this is how we're going to help those businesses to succeed and to navigate and mitigate another, if you will, the next crisis, if you will, where we're limited and restriction and we can't, there's no in-person interaction.
I like that. I think that's something I think a lot of businesses could use to their advantage. Lots of bars, restaurants, mostly.
Right. And we're here to help create that message, if you will. Whatever message you want to create,
Okay.
we will help you create that message as well.
So it's not just like, I got the device as a business owner.
No, you need to put your message on you need to put your message to be able to.
Yeah, it needs some content. Content. So you guys would be able to help me with that.
Absolutely.
Wow. End to end, man. End to end.
B2C, B2B, and peer-to-peer.
Peer-to-peer. Nice. Okay. That sounds good. Is there anything else that the business should be, where like they probably would need internet? Do they need internet to do that, or can they get by without it?
I don't want to say they don't need internet, but if I'm not mistaken, the device itself programs. It's a program.
Okay.
It is a chip. Right. That has all of that content and entertainment and information in there, and you're just displaying it on the screen.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay, so whether you have internet or you don't have internet, that device is designed literally to be able to display your message.
Great. Anything else that a business would need to know about this?
It's free. Free.
Well, anything for business is free.
So when you launch, we'll set up. You'll be able to come on the website and click the button and sign up, and we'll deliver your device for free.
Great. And you have a lot of good news, man, today. What's the catch?
You mean after 15 years of pain and suffering? This is the coming out. This is you ever hear the debutante ball? This is the coming out.
Look, at least that's a good thing, because some people just never do. At least you're making it happen for you, for the Virgin Islanders. So, I think that's a positive thing.
Yeah, Elizabeth is saying, how does it translate to an online business? So basically, obviously, you need to have a place where people can come to to get the device. We're talking about the device itself. We're only talking about the device. You have to have a place where people show up, and you need to be able to give them information. It's no different like you go to a hotel, you go to a hospital, you go to a port, you go to a doctor's office. No matter where you go, and you go there and you're waiting to be served. You have to have a place where people can go, where you can give them information. Now, if you don't have a place where people can go and you're just operating virtually, like I said earlier, we give you the tools to transact with your customer, with the marketplace virtually, without having any of those. So we do.
But that's a very good question, Elizabeth, though.
Absolutely. We give you the tool. We give you the tool, and we give the tool for whether you have a physical business or you have a remote situation. We give you the tool to succeed in business.
Yeah, all right? No, I agree. But very good question.
Absolutely. Great question, Elizabeth. But unfortunately, we're out of time. And so this was just a preview, a sneak preview of the official launch Sunday, September 26th of the Roku channel, of the Callaloo Roku channel called Our TV. That's going to be launched on Sunday. So folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Michael, as usual, my colleague, for being part of the program. And I hope that the information provided was helpful, educational. But again, this is just the first conversation I want to thank you so much, Michael. All right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
We'll talk soon, buddy. All right. Bye-bye. All right, folks, that's the Marketplace. That's it for us. That Marketplace Show Reset, segment number 3 on technology, e-commerce, tech talk. I'm Anthony Weeks and Michael Gerard. We'll talk to you next time.